Hello again, this is your host Pearls doing my Let's Play of Elemental Showcase 5.0, and I'm in the Gentry Eye prison, and we were struggling with this last night, and I recorded my last video pretty late in the night, and I just continued playing with it. And it's the next day, and I thought maybe some sleep would help. So let's find out. This is Crimson Moon's entry, and so one of the things that I learned from playing around last night is I like the idea of like making that final corridor. Something like this. I've also learned a little bit about how Gentry Eye chains work, in that I have no idea how Gentry Eye chains work. Let me kind of explain what I mean. Alright. So the usage of the staff is really important here. Okay, so it's a brain Gentry Eye, so I have to... Is that the proper singular Gentry Eye? Like, is that also the plural and the... whatever. Okay, for example, this makes sense to me, like how this is sort of like half taught, like where it should be taught. I don't really care. But I can actually do a trick here. If I can remember how to do it. Where actually, I can't. It's like this. There we go. I can actually keep him pinned against this back wall here. So then when he comes around, I have all this room in which to maneuver some more stuff. This is part of the puzzle. It has to be, because all of my, like, doing it, assuming that the chain always tightens in the same fashion, has not been particularly successful. Okay. So I kind of like this particular orientation because it allows me to at least have a hallway up into here, and I've used this space pretty effectively, and I've got a hallway built that should, towards the end, be pretty useful to use. Now I have some decisions to make. I could go underneath this barrel, but I honestly don't think it serves me anything because it cuts off a lot of options, and I think just going around the top is better. And on that note, that particular... So this is something that the Gentry is going to do that I don't understand. Why doesn't he tighten his chain here, like to do what he can to make this as short a path as possible? I guess because if we think about it in terms of like each square contains a bit of chain. Honestly, I don't know. There's probably a long-winded discussion on how this all works. See, I like this because it's a nice swoopy notation. Alright, and then I get all this extra room in which to hopefully... Hey, this looks good. Looked good. See, this isn't good enough. Not quite good enough. That's 3 away, 4 away, something like that. Is there any way I can improve this area in here? Like, can I make this come down across this lower bit more or something? Maybe. See, he follows my stupid stick, and that's sort of a problem. See, I can do that, but it doesn't really help me in this instance, because it's just going to, like, trade the space for 2 other spaces. I like the idea of coming up around this barrel at this point in time. Surely there's a way I can just improve what I just... God bless America. Ugh. There we go. So if you do if you remember, at least that's what I figured out. If you do a stun that doesn't move them, like that one moved him, so I get an extra turn of him like becoming unstunned. But if I do a stun that just pokes him and doesn't move him, he doesn't. Like part of the... This is exactly what I did before. This isn't helpful. It's exactly the same number of moves, I'm pretty sure, or probably less. Yeah, it's way less because I didn't. Yeah, this is a much better usage of space, I think, or something like that. In fact, it might be better if I just go... Yeah, if I go down. Yeah, that's what I did before. What am I talking about? Of Gentry Eye. There we go. Yeah, this looks pretty much identical. I just moved that chain over. Oh, it's so close. Can I take advantage of this space, like in a weird... Okay, see, this is an example of where I feel like uh, he will correct him. Like, I guess that makes sense. Going from here to here, like, it doesn't. It's, I don't know. It's not a diagonal or something. I'm not sure why it needs to. Why it doesn't just pull from and use this extra space. I guess it technically isn't that much longer. Like, okay, so he moves here and he pulls one, but it doesn't actually, like, even if he did it, it's the same amount of pulling. It doesn't capitalize on any space. Now, if I could get him to, like, go up and down and or something, then maybe, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be the same number of moves. And I'm pretty sure I can't get him, like, caught in this little cave thing there. Nope, it's the same number of moves. Okay, so there's a lot of decisions to make in this one, and I don't really want to do them. I feel like this is the right move coming along the south wall, because it makes that nice, pretty exit. But I suppose that isn't necessarily confirmed as being the right thing. It just feels right, you know? It just feels right. I have that problem. Just, come on. I am 90% sure this is like a billion, bajillion, trillion, billion times worse. Yeah, like 95% sure. This looks just stupid. And I'm playing stupid. There we go. I'd like you to go up. I need to get my stick posted around. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, this just looks awful. I would be surprised if this is just terrible. Yeah, really bad. Really bad. I can't even drive. Okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna go ask for a hint. 1 second. Right. Hello. Okay, I'm back. So I just asked Blorks for Blorks1 for a hint. He has an entry in this hold somewhere, I think. I've done Peemits, Lucky Luke's, Noah T's, and this is Crimson Moons. I haven't even seen his entry, I don't think. Maybe I did and I just didn't notice. And he said a thing. I told him what I was doing, and he gave me a hint. He said I was wrong. That was my hint. Okay, it's actually a pretty good hint, but it's not a hint that I like because it makes me not respect this puzzle as much. Okay, so he said that I should be coming up the east wall and that I have the capacity to go around this barrel twice. So I'm going to try to see if I can figure out what he means. See, why doesn't the chain tighten here? Like, there's clearly a better spot for it to tighten, but it doesn't. Oh my gosh. Okay, I would probably have never, like, intuitively figured this out. I can probably continue doing this all the way around. Jeez. Oops. Yep. Keep going. Yep. Okay. So this kind of makes much better sense that I can, because now, yeah, I can go around this barrel twice, and that totally capitalizes on that space early on. Okay. All right. So now it's just a matter of figuring out how the rest of this works. Thanks, Blorks. This is a good hint. I don't think I can, yeah, I want to be able to have, this is my escape tunnel now, so I have to be careful here. And I don't think I want to do this twice, because, yeah, no, I have to do it, like, up and around. This makes the most sense from a timing perspective. No, I definitely want you to stay like that, because, nope, I want you to also be south of the barrel. All right. This is going to just be staff poking things. Okay. I need to buy turns with my... There, come on. There we go. Use that wall. Use it. Right. Oops. There we go. I have no idea what I just did there. Okay, so this is actually a really, really, really good use of space right now. I'm pretty happy with this. I only waste a few handful of squares that I'd be wasting otherwise. Okay, now the question becomes, what do I do with my remaining space? Let's try to keep this, like, I don't want to call it a trick, but let's face it, it's pretty tricky. So can you come up here? There we go. let's do that diagonal again if we can. There we go. See, look. Okay, this is, I guess if it's like this long, like it just doesn't want to bend or something. But this leads to a whole bunch of new opportunities that's similar to what I was trying before. Can I get my staff in a better position to manipulate things? Get over there. Come on. There we go. Okay, you're just going to do that, right? So look, hey there, I did it again. Jeez. We'll see if that, that holds. I get this one turn stun, which is pretty nice. I'm not gonna be able to take advantage of it like super well right there. Because he just doesn't want to do things. Oh wait, that's helpful. Okay. Haha. Alright, so... Alright, look how far down this chain is, and I have plenty of room left. Oops. Okay, wrap around this barrel, seems smart. And that's... Oh, yeah, I have tons of room. Okay. That actually kind of looks nice, and I would never have guessed this, so thank you for the hint. Like, this is an interesting way of capitalizing on space. And I'll remember that for the future, although I don't know if I like it yet. I'm going to poke you away. I guess I'll toss this in the pit. There we go. Alright. Room solved. Okay, that wasn't like awful, but man, I'm really glad I asked for a hint. I usually don't do that, and I think that may be, yeah. I mean, sometimes I do. I did back in Gigantic Jewel Loss a couple times, and a few people gave me some understanding of a few things. You can always read the video commentary business. Alright, so let's try this one again now that I have a renewed confidence in my ability to manipulate Gentry Eye. So I am reasonably sure I actually know how to do this now. Okay. Right, no. See, I can't. I thought that if I could get him on the other side with his last part of his chain, but I actually had it right, I think, before when I had him like working this way. Or, see if I can't get lucky again. This is actually the spot where I can't escape from, so I have to back up a little bit. I like this monster. I'm just not, I don't fully understand its chain mechanics yet. There we go. Okay. No. Wait. Well, let's see if I can't get you stuck on something. So like, yeah. See, like he gets stuck on his chain, and now he's facing away from me, and can't do anything about it anyway. So that solves the room, I'm pretty sure, and I can get away from him pretty easily from this point forward. Oops. And he can just chase me out of the room for all I care. Okay, what do we got? Two little Gentry Eyes sitting in a pond. Okay, hold on. I actually don't know how this works. So okay, are Gentry Eye too heavy to move off of? I'm getting the impression that Gentry Eye are too heavy to move off of. That's really... Right, that's the only opening move I have, is to get him on here. So clearly the answer has to be involved in this like particular context. What? Okay, like, I mean, I can push it down in a couple places, but... Oh, right, it's a roach thing, so it's okay. But I just want to confirm that I cannot... Okay, so if I step diagonally... Let's back up here. Yeah, I can't move them. Gentry Eye way down platforms because they're big and fat. That's interesting. That's a fun mechanic. I like this puzzle already. This This is really cool. Alright, so I figured out the way to get around that guy, which is simply to be beneath him. So like, just like this. Well, okay, this gives me actually some options, because now I can just leave him up there. And now I can leave. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Here we go. Go me. Another set of 2 gentry of 2 length in a pond. Okay. So it looks to be, what is this? Facing northwest. So he wouldn't be able to get on my platform. So it seems like the puzzle is convince this gentry. Ooh. That's bad. That's double extra bad. Okay. This also seems pretty bad. I want to get this guy like on this spot as I'm like undocking the. Wait, hold on here. So I feel like this was the right-ish answer, but not the way I did it. So I want him definitely to come up and around. Is there a way I can? See, now he's just going to come up though, and that's what I don't want to do. So this is sort of right. This is sort of definitely wrong. If I can then. This is a weird shape. I like this puzzle. It's simple. I like the simple ones. This guy up here, this was not nice. Yeah, I was so far from the solution it wasn't even funny. I was going along the wrong wall. It's logic and things. Okay, how do I get him stuck on that thingy so that this guy cannot dock? He can still dock, he just can't. Is it the end of the world if... Alright, let's actually try something that's not the same. No, this is bad. I can do it from here though. I can make a control panel thingy. Doesn't help me a single bit though. Nope. I'm pretty sure the solution involves us getting this lower guy onto the business here. Let's do it from this angle though. Like 90%. Roughly. Now, the question is, what position must the gentry be in? Well, you know. Yeah, I would say I could weigh it down with his chain, but no, once I move up, he's only too long. He's not going to be able to stop himself. So how do I get this particular movement to occur and have him stay here? I don't actually see how to do that even a little bit, because this is the only spot, this is the lowest I can go with this shape, which means that the next move involves me yeah, being pretty much dead no matter what I do. So what logic flaw have I made here? I did get this guy off the island, which that, you know, is a thingy that I have done. You know, that's cool, man, I think. This is just a toggle. Yep. Okay, so I have to get him to stay on that point. Hmm. I'm tempted to look at other rooms. The tunnel wouldn't help me here. I'm trying to think if I can, but yeah. The thing about Gentry, they're like roaches, but they can't go backwards. Like even these are neat. If you got them stuck in a tunnel or something, it wouldn't be able to move through it very well if you got around them. Not a DROD tunnel, like a tunnel that's actually not a space-time continuum portal. Okay. I don't actually know the answer here. I don't actually have anything as an idea even remotely sort of rumbling in my head because of this problem here. How do I get him basically in this position? Now that's something I would like to confirm if I somehow could. But I don't know if I can. There's no brains in here, so I can't like trick him. Nope, definitely not. Definitely not. It's definitely this. This is clearly the opening move. There's no really other way to do that. And it doesn't make sense to do it this way. And I definitely doesn't make sense to do it this way because this move is impossible to save myself from. So, yeah. Right, all other opening moves are bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is not helpful. This is bad. No, this is bad. Bad. So this has to be the opening move. For surezies. Okay, now what I do with this opening move is more fun. This seems to be the best choice because I can get at the very least, I can get the Gentry Eye in a position of doing something. All of these now moves are super double extra bad, which I don't even like talking about how double extra bad these moves are. Okay. Double extra bad moves. All right. There it is. Wow, okay, so yeah. He steps down, but then I have all the rain to step away. No, this is still freaking awful. Gosh. Well, hold on, let's not... I mean, that was cool, but... There we go. I can do a diagonal step from that position, and that's better. Okay, good. Alright, now I think I've got this. Well, had. Yep, had was the operative term there. Now I have some options. So I can delay when he comes off with his pressure plate now, and that is very interesting. Okay, I've at least accomplished part of the puzzle, or what feels like a part of the puzzle. I can get away with a lot. Oh yeah, because I can do this. Right, and he's not going to get on my little platform anymore. And I don't care if he's there now. Okay, good. I did it. That was pretty good. Like a nice little subtle noticing of movement. Very good. Oh, jeez. Alright. There's a lot of rooms in this one. The other ones only had like 4. This one it's up to 6 now, and I see another space for a thing. Okay, same basic idea. Gentry, I just need to get to the conquered token. I have a piece of ice and a keg thingy that I can push, and it looks like I need to come back this way. No, that's probably not true. Okay, kegs follow the same basic movement properties of, oh dear. What did Gentry do? Okay, they just get stuck on it? Alright. Alright, so what is this? This is just delete this arrow. Okay, this allows me, I need to have something on this. Okay, I don't know how fuses in Gentry. If it's like most fuses, the Gentry cannot cross it. But I definitely, oh no, okay, I'm stupid. I think powder kegs, if you get them on the end of a fuse or on part of a fuse and light the fuse, this will blow up the wall. So I need to get the keg all the way here, which that's going to be an ordeal. I'm like 95% sure. All right, let's just get this started. This has to be my opening move, I'm pretty certain. Although I might be able to use both those ice things to get this into a more fortuitous spot. Maybe I want this at the bottom. Whoops. This doesn't seem helpful. And the reason it doesn't seem helpful is I need to, the Gentry will board my ship. I'm going to call it a ship. And then I can't do anything with it. And I need something over here holding this down. And from the looks of things, it's going to have to be the Gentry. Now, the Gentry is of length 2, which means that the only logical spot for it to be is its head on this thing, and me being to the left of it, so that it gets stuck on its tail. If its tail was on this thing, if its tail was, if it was head was here and its tail was here, it could just follow me over and it would leave. If its tail was holding it down, which I still don't know if that can happen, but I'm pretty sure it can, and its head was here, it would just move down, and I'd be screwed because I'd probably have to move down in this area sometime. If its tail was here and its head was here, it would just follow me over and leave. So yep, it needs to be head here, tail here, and I need to be to the left of it. So this is that's my long-term goal. The rest of it will be fairly straightforward, I imagine. All right. So is there a way I can't really? I can prevent the Gentry from boarding the ship, and for just a second, but doesn't honestly help me a whole lot. So the best I can probably do at this present moment is this. I can do a little bit of manipulation here. This is actually kind of nice. This is not the worst position I can be in. Let's see if I can't like take full advantage of this. Oops. At one chance here. I'm going to do a little bit of work to set things up a little better, because I need to sort of reverse his directions now. And not entirely sure if that's actually possible. Because now he's just going to want to... Yeah, was this a mistake from the get-go is my new question. Let's see if I can't pull off what I wanted to do from the very beginning. Or with his head going this way. I am not entirely certain, truth be told. Simply because... yeah, that's going to occur. Now, if I could get him to, which I know I'm pretty sure he cannot at the moment. Even if I back this up, I don't think there's any way I can diagonal push. No, it wouldn't even matter anyway. If I push the keg here, I'll lose it. It'll never be reacquirable. Whoops. Okay, I definitely think this is the right opening move. It gives me a little room to breathe, and it allows me to push it over one more. But once it's in this position, I have to figure out what I want to do in a hurry. this seems like I should be able to do something here, but uh, you know, I have a feeling it has something to do with all of this business to switch the order. I can't do it from this particular location, but I'm pretty sure it's actually. I have a feeling I need to get the keg. Oops, back a little bit. Back into a better part of the ship. Yes, it's still a ship. There we go. So let's move this back up and do sort of the same trick. So I can have a push mechanic here, and I can zip around. I do feel like this was the right move. I don't really have a choice. I have to do it this way. Okay. Yep. It's something with this. I just don't know what yet. No, I can't lose the keg. That's the problem. This traps me. Okay. So let's just reevaluate what I'm doing here. Is there a better spot for the keg that would help me out? I do get, okay, see, I don't actually need the keg there if I act immediately. The keg can be somewhere else and not in the world. Let's just keep it in the middle and see if that helps. So I can do something like this. Is there another place I can push this? Like, not yet. Yeah, any move, any, yeah, any legal move from this position. Well, you know, that's not entirely true. Yeah, I was thinking that I could go. Well, I sort of can, but then again, I sort of can't. This was the best I could do here, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. So what's the dealio? What's the secret? What's the secret? This is also a very good puzzle. I've enjoyed these quite a bit more than the chain one. The super long chain one. Though I understand why it was there. I do have the option of, well, doing something like that. Oh, that doesn't help me though. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter. If I act quickly, I don't need to pull this off. Okay, I'm gonna back up because it doesn't take very long. I'm gonna leave him here. My new question is, I'm gonna back up even more. I'm gonna put this like in the middle and call it a day. If I move twice here, I actually don't need that barrel to be anywhere. The important part of, ooh, you know what? I hadn't really considered why that works so well. It works so well because the barrel acts as a sort of buffer to he can slide along in this particular context. So let's actually use that. So yep, I have to do something now. Yeah, I can't do this. This is a no-no, but I can push it one more and then I can actually get pretty far up here. Well, no. It still needs to be here. There's no way I can improve this, right? Right, I'm like 45% sure. Yeah. So this has to be like this, no matter what I want. But what I can do with this at this point now, that's interesting. Is there any way I can take advantage of that, this particular? I have a slight bit of control over where my barrel goes now. Well, that isn't helpful. That isn't helpful, but it's neat. I don't really know. What am I doing here? None of these things are going to help me in the end. Where do I need him to be? He gets too close there. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's like I need to delay him a turn, but I'm not going to be able to. This is a good puzzle. What do I do? What do I do? I know where I need to get him, but how? I should be able to figure this out, and I will, but my video is running long, so I'm going to stop here and think about this some more. Anyway, this has been your host, Pearls, doing my Let's Play of Elemental Showcase. I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.